We're back with Kelly Olson talking about getting kids prepared for the move. One of the things I know you're talking about is maybe just sit with them and allow them to just make them some open space and, hey, talk, what are you feeling?
Yeah, exactly. And accepting the negative and the positive feelings. There might be a great deal of positive excitement feelings, you know, happy, things like that. But then there also might be some negative, and just allowing them to have both sets of feelings or both types of feelings, because, you know, just as we were talking about earlier in the segment, is that moving is horrible on us physically. And so obviously when we're moving, we're not thinking that that's a real positive feeling, right? We lay in bed at night and we're like, oh, I don't know if we can make it tomorrow. And you know, we're also worried about finances and when is it going to happen, and we hope that the deal closes or whatever. And so those are the negative parts of the moving experiences. Kids have the same things. And so being able to say to our kids, you know, that's a very normal experience, a normal feeling, and you know, being nervous about your new neighborhood, and because sometimes kids are leaving their best friends since they've known since kindergarten or whatever, and they know where to get to the playground and what I'll be right back, I'm going to ride around the block means, and you know, you just kind of have all that lingo, and all that lingo kind of goes away, and so just talking with kids. Books are good as well, especially for kids, because sometimes for young kids, you know, under the age of 6, sometimes they lack the ability to talk about it. They're missing the words, and so if they have a book to kind of help express them, and then you can talk through the pages and the pictures. So sometimes that helps. And then if they have a favorite item, we were talking earlier about making pictures. You could make a picture of their favorite item. So like imagine their favorite Lovey stuffed bear or something like that, and taking the stuffed bear and putting it in the room and taking a picture and saying, see, you know, and this is you, this is Lovey, and Lovey's going to be in your room, and you can have him there with you, and things like that. But and taking a look at the neighborhood, you know, where's the parks and what's the school look like. But another idea is that some kids don't understand how long until they're going to be moving, what's happening, what the order of things are, and so you can develop a calendar, family calendar, and put little pictures of, you know, cardboard boxes for, you know, packing up day, moving day, the truck arrives, you know, us leaving in the car, saying goodbye to our, you know, our heirloom tree that we planted together, whatever, you know. Just so they can see the timeline of things, and expect that kids will potentially have some regression behavior, even moving day. You know, I think it's good to have them there a little bit so they can see that things are leaving, but it's a busy day and we're usually taxed as parents, and so maybe organizing to have somebody there to take care of your child might be a good idea, because they're likely going to be right sucked to your hip, because they're so nervous about what's happening, and they're nervous that at some point in time all the belongings plus you are going to leave and they're going to be behind. I mean, think of it in their terms. So those are some, you know, some other ideas I think that could potentially help.
Yeah. And what about for just quickly too for the older kids? Because sometimes they're like, oh, I can't believe you're making us move.
Right.
You know.
So you could do a variety of things. Talk to them about what they would like to do. There's not a bunch of decisions that they can make, but there are some decisions that you can give them potentially. You know, what room would you like? Would you like the upstairs or downstairs? What color do you want your room to be? You can have a variety of different things for them to help decide. And another thing to think about is that, you know, a lot of times when we move, we think about, oh, I don't want to move that old furniture. In your child's perspective, for that younger generation, don't change all those belongings, because they know that room for that room, and if you change that plus the comfort items and move all that, and it's like a different room, that'll add to the transition problems.
Yeah.
Good
but
stuff.
involving those older kids will help cause some of that angst.
Right. Let them feel like they're getting to make those decisions. Thank you.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, well, my stomach was growling during that too. I don't know if you heard it, but when we come back, we'll be showing you some breakfast items that you can make for mom in bed.